Hello friends, in this video we are going to be looking at how we can sharpen our blur images in Adobe Photoshop. This is Twisted Creative. I'd like to remind my name. So first time on this channel, please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not just hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Without wasting much time, let's get into it. This is the image we are going to be using. Let's punch in, let's zoom in to see the eyes very well. The image is not sharp, but at least we can see it. We have to use our Ctrl J to duplicate the image. So we have extra copy here. So we have this guy. Let's call this guy the main image, which is main. With this main image selected, use our Ctrl J to duplicate it. So we have another image. You can go to filter, then order, down to high pass. So we are going to be taking 3 as the radius here, which is 3.0, have 3 and push OK. Then go to the blend mode and choose linear lights. Let's see the before and after. Let's disable this and see the before and the after. See the before and the after. Let's look into the eyes very well. This is the before and this is the after. It's not that obvious. The reason why we did it like this is that if you add much radius at a time, it's going to ruin the image, the entire image. So we have to take it bit by bit. So how do we get about sharpening this image to make it sharp as what we actually needed? So let's take this copy, this main copy, which is, let's name it as sharp. So have it as sharp, then hit OK. Use Ctrl J to duplicate it. So have one added to it, one of these sharp added to it, which you can see sharp copy. Then if you check the before and after, this is before and this is after. This is before, this is after. There is a vast difference. There is a little difference added to it. Then we have to, with the top one selected, which is copy, and we have to do Ctrl J again to make it more sharper. It's going to be depending on the image you are working on. If the image is crazily blurred, you know what I'm talking about. If the image is so blurred, you can add a lot of these layers. But now I'm going to be adding just a few. Let's add one more and see. So this is, let's say this is before and this is after. This is before, this is after. Let's do one more. Ctrl J. So we have 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is, let's say this is before and this is after. This is before and this is after. Isn't that amazing already? Okay, what if we say let's add just one more and see how it's going to look? If it's not looking good, we are going to remove it. Like I said earlier, I said if you are working on image that is blur, as in blurrer than what we are seeing here, that means you have to add more of these layers. Let's do one more. Ctrl J, and you notice that the image has sharpened to the extent. Let's see the before and after. So this is before and this is after. This is before, this is after. I think this is going to be the limit. Let's just take it this way. Okay, let's see the entire before and after. Let's select the first one and hold our shift to select the last one, which is going to select all the sharpness. Then have to use our Ctrl G to place them in a group. So let's do the before and after. This is before and this is after. Isn't that amazing? Okay, let's select the group, hold our Ctrl down, hold our shift down, hold our Alt down, and push our E to create a stamp visible layer up there. So we are going to be using this stamp visible layer. I'm going to take this stamp visible layer to camera raw to make small adjustments in camera raw. So let's go to filter, then camera raw, filter. So here we are going to push. Okay, let's start with our texture, at least by texture by 10 should be fine. Then we have to go to clarity. Let's zoom in to see what we are doing. Let's zoom in. Let's take clarity 10 also. Then have to go down to the details tab. Have to go down to the details tab. Put a little sharpness, like up to 12 should be okay. Let's take the radius to 1.3 1.3 should be okay for the radius. Then we'll add a little detail to it, make details 50. Then after doing all this, you notice that we are having noise on the image. So we have to go to noise reduction area. Have to push this up a little. Have to push it up a little to see those smoothness on the skin, to smoothen the skin back like so. Have to, at least it seems to be okay like this, depending on how smooth you want your image to be. If you don't want it to be that smooth, like if you want those details, those pores and all that on your image, you can take it down, but for the now, let's just make it a little bit smooth. Okay, then we can add details also, like 70 should be fine. Let's add a little saturation. Okay, let's add a little saturation. Let's make it like 10 here, and think we are good to go. Let's see the before and after the camera raw settings. This is the camera raw settings. Let's see the before. This is the after. Then let's see the entire before and after. Let's hold down our Alt and click on this last. Let's click it and let's hold our Alt down and click it. So this is before and this is after. So this is before again and this is after. Isn't that amazing? Let's see from afar. Let's see. So this is the image, and let's hold down our Alt again and see the before and the after. The before and the after. Isn't that amazing? That is it for this video. If you find it interesting, helpful and useful, let us know in the comment section, telling us the area it has helped, the area it has not, and the area we need to improve on. Like I said earlier, if it's your first time on this channel, please do me a favor. Do me a favor by hitting that subscribe button. Not just hitting that subscribe button, also ring that notification bell so that you don't miss any of the next video. Thanks for watching today's video. Creative people, keep on creating, keep on creating. See you in the next one. Bye for now.